and welcome to another episode of Creative Notes. I'm your host, Flagon, along with my co-hosts, Boom Boom Gaza, and live via satellite, Skip Fecal.
Hello.
Let me adjust this. Alright, there you go.
Hello, everyone.
So today we are going to be reviewing Chip's episode 116, Vintage 54. This is an episode that contains lost babies, skydivers, chasing a UFO, old lady that loses a car, and pulling over a garbage dumpster.
And then some.
And then some. Exactly. So why don't we just get right into our little checklist here. Best line by Ponch. I had, sorry we're late, we were busy pulling over two Martians.
That's a good one.
Skip?
That's a very nice one. I had actually, live via satellite, I had, it's Baby Princess.
I had, when Ponch is talking to the baby and he tells her, stick with me and I'll buy you diamonds.
Yeah, all girls like diamonds.
Or something along those lines. So that's really good.
Let's see. The best extra, I had the guy standing on the bridge when the skydiver was stuck to the sign, and he said, she's got to be hurt. She hit the rail like a ton of bricks. That's my favorite extra.
That's a good one. I had the New York accent truck driver.
Oh, yeah. With that hat.
Really obnoxious.
Yeah, that's a good one. I had the crane operator, when the skydiver fell, there was a crane operator right there, and he didn't even offer to help until he was asked.
Yeah.
It's kind of rude.
Nice guy. Best car that was wrecked, I had the station wagon that got ran into by the garbage dumpster.
Yeah, that's a good one. I had not really a car, the motor that got backed into by the old lady.
Oh, yeah.
At the end.
Joe's motor.
That was a good one. I had actually, I didn't put a car, I just put the garbage dumpster.
Yeah, the dumpster itself. That was
really awesome.
Yeah, I tapped that one car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best chase music, I had the crane, because that was just really suspenseful. It really wasn't much of a chase. They were kind of chasing the girl falling from the bridge, but...
That's a good one. I had Ponch and John getting ahead of that out-of-control dumpster.
Yeah, that's good
and
music.
Going down that really steep hill. That was good music.
Yeah, that was awesome music. I didn't really have chase music, but my favorite music was when the old lady was going into the market store and the villains were outside stalking her car. I don't know that music.
Oh, yeah.
It was really different. Had like a bass guitar in it, and it transitioned into some happy music, and it was really...
The lady did a nice parking job in front of that store as well.
Yeah.
Took up half the parking lot.
Yeah.
Favorite off-duty moment, I had the baby crying over spilled milk. I like that one a lot because there was probably a few drops of milk, and then when we came back to the room, the whole room was covered in milk. It's kind of like that scene in Dumb and Dumberer with the chocolate bar in the bathroom. It's very similar.
What? I don't know.
I actually had two grown men, Ponch and John, in their off time taking care of a baby.
Yeah.
So buying it presents. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I also had the baby and the milk, the whole thing. It's just kind of...
Yep.
Interesting.
That was a good one.
Favorite on-duty moment, I had them pulling over the UFO.
Oh, yeah.
I really want one of those UFOs. I don't know where you get them.
My favorite on-duty moment was Bricks giving that old lady a ride home.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, public servant.
Public taxi driver.
Yeah.
Mine is when they find the baby and Ponch and John are both talking to it, and John tells the baby that he'll take it, Ponch tells the baby he's going to take it to all these romantic places and buy diamonds again. It's weird.
Let's see. Best deep thought by Baker. I don't even know what I wrote down. It says, like I say up there, you're losing your guys. Or you're losing your grip. That's what he said. Like I say up there, you're losing your grip. That's what I wrote down. Not really sure why he was saying that, but anyways.
I had something that Baker, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but Baker said to Ponch about raising kids and you want a baby and you're not ready to have a baby and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I had John, you're losing your grip, too.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're losing your guys.
I don't remember what they're talking about either,
Yeah.
but he was really
Yeah.
matter of fact about that sentence.
Money spent on wrecking cars this episode. I put $37 worth of damage when the dumpster crashed into the car. And then I also had, I think it was $12,000 for Joe's motor. I can't remember when Ponch was on that game show and he had to guess the price of it, and I thought it was $12,000. So $12,037.
I had $61 for the motor and $1,200 for everything else, so a grand total of $1,261.
Oh, okay. I'm not very good at this part, but they crashed, and I just didn't think there was that many crashes compared to normal. Really.
Yeah. So yeah, there was.
I like your guys' price points.
Yeah, thank you.
Scene with the tightest pants. I like the guy who stole the 58. Those pants he had on, those brown pants, they were almost as tight as Ponch's pants when he was singing Celebration.
I didn't even notice that.
I like when, as before, when Baker and Ponch came to visit that little baby, they had their tight slacks on.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Ponch, when he came to the door at that place, he had on some...
To answer to Baker?
Yeah, the pockets were all puckering out. Like they were too tight.
With a stuffed bear in his hand.
Yeah. Any Spanish in this one? I didn't see any.
No, I didn't.
No. No, from Brenda.
Let's see. Most ridiculous line. What did I say here? Oh, these guys aren't going to make the cover of any Hot Flop magazines this month.
Oh, I missed
I didn't even know what that meant. Hot Flop magazine?
I didn't even hear that happen.
Anybody else have one?
No, it didn't really stood out.
I just had when Ponch walks into the briefing and he says, oh, it's true, we stopped to pull over a couple of Martians.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Favorite character name? I wrote down Daddy Bruno. Now I remember who Bruno is.
Me too.
Yeah, Bruno was that trucker who found the baby. Do you have one?
Baby Princess.
Oh yeah, I had Bruno.
Daddy Bruno. Best stock footage scene, I had the parachuting scene. That was the same scene they used in Faces of Death.
Yeah, that was a good one, but when in doubt, you always go with the CHP stock footage shot as well.
Yeah.
I had when it's just a shot of John and Ponch or somebody driving down the freeway on their motorcycles, and it's just in a lot of them, and there's not even any lines on the road or anything, I don't think.
Yeah, it was filmed on an unused portion of the highway, or that they hadn't opened yet, so they probably didn't draw the lines.
I didn't see any lines.
Scene that should have been left out, I had the out of control garbage dumpster scene. That really didn't affect anything.
Oh, that was my favorite part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. I would say that driving that old lady home and just that whole banter that she and Brixa had was just really bad.
I had John and Ponch with the baby in the house and the milk. I mean, I guess it went with the storyline. The dumpster didn't. But the dumpster was just fine.
Scene that best represented the year the episode was filmed, I had two of them. All those kids was pretty reflective of the Brady Bunch, including the fact that the dad was an architect. And then the second one I had was when they were chasing the dumpster, they passed a billboard for Saturday Night Fever.
Oh.
Yeah, the fact that he had a perm was kind of circa 1973.
Yeah, I had all the kids piling into the station wagon because people don't have that many kids anymore, and we don't have station wagons anymore.
Or carry crap on top of the car.
Or carry crap.
Truckster.
Yeah, so it was like a plethora of things in that scene.
Family truckster.
Best villain, I had the baby throwing milk on Ponch's new outfit. That was pretty mean.
Yeah, that was. I would say the guy that got spooked out and ran away really inconspicuously was a pretty bad guy.
Yeah, I had the guys that were stealing the cars. I couldn't tell if it was always the same guy or a different guy, but they were villains.
The old lady was pretty mean too.
Yeah, she was. That's pretty much all the time we have for this episode. Is there any last minute thoughts anybody wants to add?
Pretty boring episode overall.
Yeah, it was kind of boring, except for the dumpster.
All right, great. We'll see you next week with another episode of Creative Notes.